How's it going, guys? My name's Izzy and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over what I think the top 5 guns in Battlefield 1 are. Of course, this is completely subjective and it's just my opinion, and you're allowed to have your own. So if your list of the top 5 guns differs from mine, go ahead and let me know what those are down in the comments, along with why you picked what you did. And okay, without any further ado, let's jump into this. Coming in at number 5, I've picked the M1907 SL Sweeper. I had to say that name 3 times because I kept calling it the LS Sweeper. Anyways, the SL Sweeper is an amazing gun. In fact, it's the only fully automatic medic gun, which is why I like it. It's made for aggressive, fast-paced play, which is my own personal play style. If you also enjoy playing aggressively, this is definitely a medic gun you should try out. Now, just because it's fully automatic doesn't mean you can't get long-range kills. You can get medium to long-range kills with it, it's just not where it shines. It's definitely made for a close quarters engagement. As long as you're accurate and you go for headshots, you shouldn't have a problem picking people off at range. But where this gun comes in handy is when you round a corner and make a big flank. You can accurately take out 4 or 5 people without reloading, which is always something nice when you're going to be really aggressive. Sometimes reloading is the absolute worst thing you have to do, especially if you're on a good streak. All of a sudden, you have to pop in a new magazine, and right then, of course, someone is always going to round the corner. Lastly, the Sweeper has a really low profile. The gun isn't bulky, so it's not going to obstruct a lot of your view. Unfortunately, a lot of the guns in Battlefield have magazines and handles in weird places which will obstruct your view, and I hate that. So I tend to stick with guns that have a lower profile. That way a huge portion of my screen isn't hidden. Okay, moving on to number 4, I've decided to go with a light machine gun, the MG15 in a low weight. I know some of you right now are sitting there scratching your heads going, hang on, did he just pick a massive, bulky light machine gun after he said he likes to play aggressive? Yes, I do like to play aggressive, but you can't, unfortunately, always just run right at the enemies guns a-blazing. So I decided to pick something a little more defensive, and my favorite defensive weapon is definitely the MG15 low weight. The reason being, it has a bipod. And no, using a bipod is not exactly skilled, but when you couple it with the MG15, it turns the weapon into a laser beam. And I say that honestly, bipoding up with the MG15 is amazing. You can get kills at incredible ranges with relative ease. So playing on game modes like Rush and Domination, where you might be doing a lot of defending, this gun is awesome. All you have to do is post up near an objective, and you can mow down anyone who comes near you. Now, of course, the biggest problem with bipoding up is worrying about snipers, but just shoot a few times in their general direction and they'll be nice and suppressed. And after that, all you have to do is keep shooting at them, because the MG15 has 100 rounds per mag, so you can keep shooting, and then when you're done, you can just shoot a little bit more, just in case. Now, while the MG15 is definitely made for defending, you can do a light bit of running and gunning with it, but don't expect to be winning fights if, let's say, the other person has an automatico or a shotgun. But as long as you play a little defensively, the MG15 will be your best friend. Now, I just have to throw this in here, the gun is made for defending and playing the objective, not for sitting on a mountaintop with a bipoded light machine gun, or off in the middle of a field. Stick near an objective, do something good for your team. Don't be that guy. You know exactly who I'm talking about. The one random dude on a mountaintop just shooting at everybody else down below. Yeah, nobody likes that guy. Don't be him. Coming in at number 3, we have another light machine gun. This time it's the BAR M1918 Storm. Now, unlike the MG15, this weapon is made for aggressive play. It's made for rushing and getting up behind enemies and right in their faces, and that's what I'm all about. Let me get as close to my targets as possible, and the BAR is amazing for that. It has a fast fire rate, good accuracy, low recoil, fast reload. It's perfect for aggressive play. Now, the big drawback to the BAR is it only has 20 rounds per magazine, so you have to make sure you're accurate and you don't want to get caught reloading. Even though it does have a fast reload time, you still don't want to round corners reloading, just in case. Now, you can usually pick up 2 to 3 kills per mag, provided you're accurate. But if you miss those first few shots and you spray wildly, you might have a hard time getting back on target with enough bullets remaining to drop more than one person. But this shouldn't be an issue as long as you're decently accurate. And considering that the BAR has such little recoil, being accurate really isn't a challenge. It's become one of my go-to weapons, especially for game modes like Operations, and overall, the BAR is one of my favorite guns in the game. Moving on to number 2, this time we have a shotgun. And I know, I just heard the collective outcry of people watching this, Number 2 is the Model A10 Hunter. And hey, before you destroy me in the comments, I never said it's a skilled weapon or a weapon that anyone should be using who has a shred of self-dignity and respect, but there is no denying that the Model A10 Hunter is a beast of a weapon. In fact, it's arguably a little overpowered. This thing is basically a shotgun sniper rifle that can get one-hit kills and do massive amounts of damage from really far away for a shotgun. Now, even though this weapon gets a lot of hate, and so do people who use it frequently, I had to add it to the list as number 2 because it's just so good. Even though, like I said, not a skilled weapon, it is undeniably amazing, and it's one of the best guns in the game. The A10 Hunter completely rules in close quarters, and even out to mid-range you can get one-hit kills with it. I'm sure a lot of you are as sick as I am by being killed by the A10 Hunter. I swear, every time I walk around a corner, it's either a grenade blowing me up, or more often, it's someone in the bushes with the A10 Hunter, just sitting there, living in the bushes with their precious little shotgun. Okay, up next we're gonna move on to number 1, which is a weapon that's slightly less douchey than the shotgun. Coming in at number 1, we have the Automatico M1918 Storm. Hey, I said a little less douchey, not completely. The Automatico is definitely my favorite weapon in Battlefield 1. It has an incredibly high fire rate, a decent ammo pool, and a good reload. Now, where this gun struggles is with the recoil. It does have quite a bit of recoil, but once you learn the pattern, you won't have too many problems controlling it. In fact, once you have the pattern down, you'll be able to accurately kill people at medium range. Now, long range kills with this, they're pretty much not going to happen. It's made for close quarters to mid range, which is where it's the best. If you try to get long range kills, you might get lucky and pick up a few, but the spread is going to kick in and your bullets are going to go wild and you're just not going to be accurate at long range. But hey, that's okay. It can't be good at everything, and what it is good at, it dominates at. Close quarters, this thing it's amazing. Really, what makes the Automatico so good is the fire rate. It comes in with a 900 RPM, which is staggeringly fast, especially for World War I. Having such a high fire rate allows you to just completely melt anybody you point the gun at. You're going to be able to hit them with a hail of bullets before they're able to even think. Now, as good as the Automatico is, it does have one serious drawback, that being the magazine placement. Oh my gosh, I hate it so much. The magazine is on top of the gun, which creates a very big blind spot in the center of your screen, and I can't tell you the amount of times that's gotten me killed. The magazine was obstructing somebody sitting in a corner or in a window, and I just wasn't able to see them because the magazine was in the way. But if you use it enough, you'll learn how to work with that blind spot. You'll learn how to work around it, but at first, having that big thing right in the center of your screen can be pretty distracting. But even with that being said, I still think the Automatico is the best gun in the game. And well guys, there you have it. Those are my top 5 picks for the best guns in Battlefield 1. Again, if your opinions differ from mine, let me know what your picks are down in the comments below. And well everyone, that just about wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and drop a like on the video because it really helps out. And until next time, I hope all of you aren't making a smoothie and then you spill it all over your pants in the middle of an important business meeting. Because that would suck. I don't know how those combination of things would happen, but if they did, they would really suck.